Alright, so here we go. I have my son's Traxxas Bigfoot. So far, we taken on a few bass sessions out in sand, outside in the mud, the dirt, leaves. It handles pretty good. Got the paddle tires on it, give it better traction. I had it in the 3 blink mode, which is the training mode, so it dumps it down to about 50% throttle for about a couple days, and I took it off and just let him drive it around in a big open field. And the 1 blink mode, which is the sport mode, and it handles pretty good. Wheelies all the time. So far the only issues we actually have is the bumper coming off, which shouldn't be a bad fix. So far I just put it back up and tighten the screw down. Take the body off. One thing I did notice with these tires that they have the foaming inside of them, and the factory ones don't that come with the truck. It's a little bouncy with these tires, but since I put these on the back, it handles a lot better. And then sand gets built up inside the motor and it stops it from moving, so you got to grab both wheels and spin it to free up the sand, and the handle's pretty good, and it drives for a little longer that way before it actually gets built up with sand again and decides it want to stop running. But so far the batteries that we have is the Traxxas 3000 nickel metal hydride batteries, that's pretty good. Then the hobby store gave me this Venom 4200, which is actually pretty good too. And I'm able to charge them both with my Traxxas Easy Peak dual charger. I just got to set it up for the batteries. The charge is pretty good. They get warm, they don't get hot, so that's a good thing. And so far, it's a few upgrades I want to do to this. People was talking about pulling these shock caps off, so I wanted to get the aluminum ones for them. And then once you get actually comfortable with it, when it start upgrade, playing around with the gearing before we do anything else as far as going to a brushless motor setup. And I know I wanted to upgrade things as far as like the hubs and the turnbuckles and whatnot, then switch to maybe some aluminum rod ends, or at least the adjustable ones. Or I might just keep the plastic ones since they last a lot longer and it's just better for him just bashing all around, because he actually does run into a lot of stuff. So I might just keep the plastic. If he does break it, just replace it with another plastic one. Then spray it down with WD-40, let it sit so it's at least flexible. But run times on the truck is, I say about 30 minutes, which is pretty good. Again, it's the Bigfoot, because we like the whole monster truck thing. Haven't had the body suffer too much damage besides the bumper, which is just those Phillips head screws, and you just loosen it up, put it back on the body, and then tighten it back down. Again, this thing does like the wheelie a lot. Been in the sport mode. So far, my son loves it. He's 5 years old. This is his first time ever driving an RC like this. And got my Revo over there, which I'll talk about in the next video. But again, it's a pretty good truck. He got it for Christmas. So far, handling is pretty good. It's 2-wheel drive. Can't complain about it really. I like it. It's pretty good buy. Handles pretty good in the sand with the paddle tires. These are the Traxxas, and it's the 2.8s. Come pre-assembled and glued and ready to go. Feels like it's foaming inside. Pretty sure it is. And it was the black chrome, but it looks better with just all black. And it's just the stock wheels that come with the Bigfoot from Traxxas. And it's the XL5 ESC. It says it's waterproof. And it's the Titan 12 turn 550 for the motor. It's a bunch of plastic. Then it has the bushings for the hubs, which are in there, but they're a little dirty. I think I'll just stick with the bushings for his instead of upgrading to the ball bearings. Just replace them.